What am I doing in the woods on my own with these? Keep watching to find out. Calm yourself down, it's just another campfire cooking meal recipe video. Nothing more untoward than that. Let's have a look what's going in the pan today. On the slab today, I'm going to put probably a third of a chorizo cut into small discs and then quartered. Probably half a courgette, all of a small yellow pepper, and as much of this pre-cooked Uncle Ben's spicy Mexican rice for the last few minutes to just cook that off. Chorizo, courgette, pepper and rice. Let's see how I get on. As you can see, I'm rocking the Ohuhu wood burning gasifier stove, big fave of mine for these quick lunches. Let's get the chorizo on there first. Decent handful of that diced up courgette. All of that pepper's going in. There we have it, folks. Chorizo, courgette, pepper, and some spicy Mexican Uncle Ben's rice. Give this a try and get everything on one fork, on one spoonful. It's nice, except, and it's my fault, I have to make a confession. I've never cooked on titanium before. I had zero idea how quickly it heats up. I'd heard people say it heats up really quickly, it's hot, it gets hot quickly. I had no idea how quickly that got hot though. For regular viewers, you'll know that a lot of my cooking is done in my cast iron skillet, which takes a while to heat up, but then it retains the heat. This just heats up like that. So I made something of a mistake, is that the food preparation for this, I treat it in the same way as I would with the skillet. Prepare the first batch of things, put it in. While that's cooking off, prepare the second batch of things, put that in whilst that's cooking up and so on. I don't think you can do it with titanium. I think you've got to have everything ready. And when the first lot is approaching being cooked, so the chorizo, once that is approaching being ready, put the next lot in. My chopping in between, whilst not taking long at all, still took too long for cooking on titanium, which means that when I pulled a face a few seconds ago, I went, because I'm eating lumps of chorizo charcoal. It's still tasty. It's just tasty in a different way than I'd expected. So yeah, so this is my Life Venture titanium plate. Bought it really recently. I think I received it last weekend. First outing with it today. Lesson learned. I went for this because the skillet is, I like cooking on the skillet, but God, it's heavy, you know, it's a cast iron skillet, and even though it's a very small one, it is heavy. When I was walking back off my last all-dayer, I had the bag on my back and I thought to myself, I wonder what this actually feels like with the skillet out. So I stopped. On the way back to the car, I stopped. I took the skillet out, put it at the side of the path and walked a bit further. And it was noticeable. Now, rarely, unless you take a heck of a lot of stuff out of your kit or put a heck of a lot of stuff on your back, it's hard to tell the difference with just one item, unless it's a cast iron skillet, and it was incredibly heavy. So I thought to myself, wow, I'm lugging all that extra weight around, and there's no real advantage it's bringing taking something lightweight, other than the fact that I can be a bit more leisurely with my food prep on a skillet. I can't with Maintenance-wise, of course, yes, I need to clean it, perhaps oil it, but don't need to season it like I would do with a skillet. So there's a tick in the box there. Very, very tasty. If this took 5 minutes from start to finish, I'd be very surprised. And I think actually, even if it did take 5 minutes, that's because I was slowing things down preparing it, not because it took 5 minutes to actually cook off. So if you have got a chorizo, a courgette, a pepper, some rice laying around, pre-cooked rice, mind, why not get yourself out in the woods, get yourself a little fire or a stove going. If you're using titanium, make sure you prep it all before you start cooking the chorizo off, and let me know in the comments below similar to this. What would you add to this other than what I've already got in there? Or what would you take out and substitute with? Let me know in the comments below. Also, you'll have noticed earlier on in the video that I was rocking the old Ohuhu wood gasifier stove. If you've not yet seen my video breakdown on that, that's appearing on the screen now. Why not head yourself over there, click on that video right now, head over there and take a closer look and a more detailed look at how I go about using the Ohuhu stove. But for now, leave me with my chorizo, courgette, pepper and rice for lunch. Take care, I'll see you soon.